friends, welcome to my channel The Right Direction. Now I am going to teach about the topic A Psalm of Life by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. In this poem, we know about how it is essential, how it is important, what is life. So far as life is concerned, most of the philosophers, most of the writer, most of the persons have given various definition, and it is what is in this poem. Longfellow is telling about the song. That means he is in a constructive way, he is not in a negative sense, he is always in positive. So you know that human body is created from dust and it will go back to dust after death. That means we know in Odia one term is that केही रही नाही रहिबे नाहीटी भवरंग भूमि तले सर्वे निज निज अभिनय सारी बाहुड़िबे काला बड़े. That means nothing is permanent, nothing is constant, nothing is fixed, nothing is static. That means you know if there is birth there must be death. आमे भी जानी छे मोहि मंडल देह वही devata relatives morally. So from this point of view, A Psalm of Life is one of the inspirational poems in literature for the lessons of life which it illustrates. It expresses what this life is. The speaker believes that life is solemn, life is virtue, and that only way life is making a worthwhile, become a good influence for the future generation, and suggests that as long as one lives, that means you are coming to this earth not for death but for life, to do something, to become a hero, and to spread your message to the society. As one must progress further than the genre of poetry called Caperdine popularly, that means Caperdine means siege of the day. What is that means? This poem inspires us, make the most of the time, and when we go to the poem, what we get, that means tell me from the very beginning, the speaker or the poet is asking, tell me not in mournful numbers. That means he is not interested to listening those who are unhappy, those who are sadness. See, semanko kotha ko biswas ko naba ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରାରେ ନାହାନ୍ତି. Mournful numbers. Life is but an empty dream. What is this life? Life is an empty dream. Jivana कौन अटे? It is a question. आम ପାଇଁ ଏଟା ଗୋଟେ question ସଦୃଶ. For the soul is dead and that slumbers and things are not what they seem. For the soul is dead and that slumbers, that sleeps and things are not what they seem. That means from the very beginning, the poet is thinking about what is life. Here he brings so far, going deep into the deep into the analysis of what that life is. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Here he is telling, life is real, life is not that is superfluous, not that is fantastic, not is fiction, but it is real as you are. Life is real and life is earnest. That means it extends forever. If you work, it will continue. And the grave is not the ultimate goal. That means we are coming to this world to do something. आमे पृथ्वी धरा पृष्ठरे जन्म नेइछु किछि करिबा पई, but not मरिबा पई. Thus thou art, thus thou returnest. That means here what you do, as you sow, so you reap. जेमिति तुमे काम करिवो सेमिति तुमे तार रिवॉर्ड पाइबो. So you must be reward. You should do and fight till to the end to get the result and wait for that. किछि फलाफल पाइबाकु हेले हमकु बहुत दिन अपेक्षा करियाकु पड़िबो. Was not the spoken of the soul. This is not. That means here is telling, thus thou art, to thus thou returnest. What was not spoken of the soul. That means you are coming, you are going. That means in my beginning is my end, in my end is my beginning. It is not real, but you will do something for all. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our distant end or away. That means not enjoyment, not sorrow. That means we are coming for enjoyment or coming for sorrow or coming in enjoyment, going in sorrow. आमे सरो पाई दुख रे आसीबा सुख रे आसीबा सेतिके आमे मेंशन करी we will live. But to act that each tomorrow finds us farther than today. That means to act for each tomorrow. For the future, we will act, we will work for the future. आमे भविष्यत ପାଇଁ କିଛି କରିବା, but not thinking about future. Future is uncertain, but live about future, think about past, but now back to the past, but think about the present. Art is long. Remember, art is always long. Art is very long. Remember, any work done by your ancestors or your predecessor, your ancestors, what they have done, that is long lasting, that is everlasting. Suppose any kind of temple, any kind of heritage has been created. You have seen, your generation will see, your previous generation also seen this. So art is long and time is fleeting. Time is temporary, time is transitory. We know time and tide waits for now. समय काहाको अपेक्षा करे नहीं, अविराम गतिरे चलिथाय. And our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral mass to the grave. Our heart, that means it is not to be the sole aim of our objective to wait for the funeral ground or for the burial ground. But before that, you should do something, because we know that a hero dies only once, but coward dies many times before death. So be a hero, be a fighter, not to a zero, not to a coward, not to think it negatively, but to face it, fight it, challenge it, achieve it. In the words, the muffled drum funeral march to the grave, the wars in the broad battlefield of battle, in the web of life, in the fight, in the struggle of life, what you do? Be not like a dog driving cattle. That means you should not be silent, you should not be dumb, you should not look like a lethargic, idle. That means you should be active and you should be aggressive, you should do what you want. Be not like a dog driving cattle, be a hero in the strife. That means you should be a hero. You must have one aim, one business, one desire, that is success. You should achieve the success. So, in which way you will achieve the success? किभଳି ଭାବରେ ତୁମେ success ପାଇବ, ସେଥିପାଇଁ next in the next stanza the poet is telling, trust on no future, however present. Trust never. That means we don't know about future. आमे भविष्यत कोन देखिने कि भविष्यत कोन जानिने. What will happen? It is uncertain. But let the dead pass. And here is also telling, let the dead past. You leave the past. You forget about the past, but act in the living present. That means now you will act in the present situation. That means present is essential. That time is essential. That time is necessary. That time is perfect. Heart within and God overhead. That means everything. You know that God is overhead. We the human beings are actor and actress. This world is a stage. आमे होची गोटे साधारण कलाकार सदृश. This world, ही पृथ्वी गोटे स्टेज सदृश. We are acting according to the wishes of the God. They are the choreographer, they are producer, and they are the directors. We the only the actors. Okay. Here within our God lives of great men all reminds us we can make our life sublime. That means we can make our life sublime. We can make our life comfortable. We can make our life colorful. We can make our life bright. Why? Because from the history we learn. The life of the great man. The lives of great man all reminds us. They reminds us. They alerts us. They aware us. And departing leave behind us. They are leaving their footprints. That means we always want to follow them. We want to walk by following the footprints and want to do the work whatever they left or want to run on their way. आमे तांको पथम अनुसरण करी पद अनुसरण करी कार्य करिया पई प्रस्तुत होय पड़ियो, because they are the successor of the soil. सेमाना कहउछन्ति भूमिपुत्र, and they are the achiever, they are the successor, and they were the light bearer, the torch bearer during their generation. तांको समय रे सेमाने जने torch bearer पथ प्रदर्शक थिले. So lives of dead men all reminds us we can make our lives sublime and departingly grants us footprints on the sand of time. They have left everything for us in which way we can going to achieve the success. Footprints that perhaps another. Footprints that means nobody learns anything from his mother, his or her mother's home. He kebe janmu sikhi na thai. That means we the human being learn everything by following, by reading, by doing, by experimenting, by observing and taking the help and assistance of some of the seniors, superiors, anything it may be. So footprints that perhaps another sailing over the Solomon man and forlorn and shipwrecked brother she shall take at again. That means we should follow everything in order to go. One has to fail in life and it restrains his own moral and material rule. That means failure is the pillars of success. From failure, we have to learn how to achieve the success. It will add fuel to the fire, or it will energize. It gives the fuel in which way, or it will encourage you in which way you will achieve the success. Forlorn and shipwrecked brother, and sin shall take heart again. And here, others following us will know that we too have had experience and shall overcome the hardships. That means that is the truth. Nobody, that means we will try to follow them and achieve the success. This is the formula of success. You follow the rules, follow the regulation, and following their style, technique, everything in order to achieve the success. Let us then be off and doing with the heart of any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and wait. That means we should learn everything, still achieving, you are pursuing, you are also doing, and you are teaching, you are spreading your network, in which way you will become an icon for the others. That means from the very beginning, as you know that man may come, man may go, but the man who performs noble deed remains forever. Manisha Janmanye, Manisha More. But the man who performs noble deed remains forever. So please share and subscribe my channel The Right Direction, so that I will upload more and more videos for development, benefit and progress and prosperity of your family.